Hi, Prestige. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great.
Welcome to the Word Up Show.
Thank you.
So, Prestige, how did you come up with that name?
I didn't name myself Prestige. Actually, it came when I was still in secondary school.
Okay.
So I was putting on a shirt that had Prestige written on it with different colors. So people liked the shirt, and one of them just said, "Prestige, well, that looks cool on you." So he started calling me Prestige, and others followed, and it just became a trend.
Okay, so what's your full name or what's your real name?
Ifeanyi Bernard.
So, you're a poet, right?
Yes, sir.
What makes a good poet?
What makes one a good poet is when your content is true. Because poetry, I see it like water. If it's not pure, it's impure. So what makes it pure is if the content of your work is true.
So basically, what are the 5 qualities of a good poet?
5 qualities of a good poet. You just threw in the number. Okay, fine. Let me just start listing as it comes to my mind.
Okay.
Number 1, you need to be swift. You need to be observant.
Okay.
Like, observe what is happening around you. And 2, you need to be hardworking. Like, write as you observe.
Yeah.
You may not write immediately, but ponder on it and have it in mind that you're going to put down words. Then 3, you, as a poet, you need to also hang around with poets because, like I say, iron sharpens iron. So you reason with them, you listen to poetry, even by other poets, and you also listen to great writers or great speakers.
So this love for poetry, when did it start?
Sorry, I think I'm in number.
Okay.
3, right?
Number 3. All right.
No, maybe we should stop there. I love the number 3.
Okay, so this love for poetry, when did it start?
Poetry, spoken word in 2013.
Okay.
Poetry, I've been writing poems maybe in my university, first year, second year. I used to write down my thoughts, and then I organize it in stanzas. Yeah. Maybe I didn't have it in mind that I'm doing poetry then when I started writing, but all of a sudden, some of my friends who read my write-up now said, "Oh, this is poetry. Why don't you keep writing?" So, but spoken word, I started in 2013. I didn't even know that the art form exists.
All right.
I started looking for the existence of that art form. I asked someone, "Is there anything like a platform where people perform what they write, like memorize and say it in front of audience?" And that was Binga Chile.
Okay.
So he told me, yeah, that such a thing exists. He told me about one they used to have at Maryland, and he told me about the one that happening at Bagada.
Chill and
Relax, correct. So Chill and Relax was my first place, and I saw poets do their thing. I was inspired, so I started writing.
You have this very popular piece, The Truth.
Okay.
What inspired that piece? Because I know you went out here to do T-shirts on The Truth, and what inspired that piece?
The moment I decided to focus on poetry, to do more creative works in that art form, that was when I decided a theme for my poetry, and the theme is truth. So I try to walk around that theme in my works.
Yeah. So, but are you a truthful person?
I try to.
You try to?
I try to. Every day I try to speak the truth.
Awesome. So you have an engineering background, chemical engineering to be precise?
Yeah, I read chemical engineering at Anambra State University.
Awesome. So how do you merge? Do you perform
like engineering?
And
sometimes I use some terms, engineering terms in my write-up, but like engineering has made me fall in love with design and numbers. So we do a lot of calculations, and I love numbers a lot. And I know it has a strong relation with words. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so do you sit down and think about writing, or is it just a sudden inspiration that comes and you start writing? Or you spend time, you think, before you know start writing?
I think when I'm given a topic, if you give me a topic you need to write on this, then I start thinking. And I may not write it that day, but throughout my thoughts, I'll be thinking about that. I'll Google about it. I'll make my research on the topic. So that's my first phase before I start penning down. But if it is just a new, like I get inspiration, I get words, I write it as I get it, or I record it on my phone, then get to listen to it and work on it, build it. Then sometimes I also get lines when I'm sleeping, like in a dream.
Awesome.
So when I wake up,
Just like Joseph.
yeah, people do. It's spiritual, kind of spiritual. So I get those lines, but those ones I take them very, very important because I feel it's something that needs to be said. So I just write them out immediately. If I don't write it within an hour of waking up, I may forget.
For updates on our events and activities, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at World of 411. Also go to our website www.worldof411ng.com. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channels, and most importantly, leave a comment below so we can keep the conversation going. Thank you very much and stay blessed.